The prophet of double portion, the story of Elisha. What if you asked for twice the power of a great prophet, and God said yes? Elisha was an ordinary farmer. He was plowing a field with 12 yoke of oxen. The prophet Elijah walked by. Without saying a word, Elijah threw his cloak over Elisha's shoulders. It was a sign. God was calling him. Elisha understood. He left his oxen, said goodbye to his family, and followed Elijah. He burned his plowing equipment and sacrificed the oxen. There was no turning back. Elisha chose God's calling over comfort. Elisha followed Elijah faithfully for years. One day, Elijah told him, "Ask what I can do for you before I am taken away." Elisha replied, "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Soon after, as they walked together, a chariot of fire appeared, and Elijah was taken up to heaven. Elisha picked up Elijah's fallen cloak and struck the Jordan River, where now is the Lord, the God of Elijah. The waters parted. The other prophets saw it and said, "The spirit of Elijah rests on Elisha." God had answered his bold request. A poor widow came to Elisha. Her husband had died, and creditors were coming to take her sons as slaves. She had only a small jar of oil. Elisha told her, "Borrow as many empty jars as you can. Close the door and start pouring." She poured and poured and poured. The oil kept flowing until every jar was full. She sold the oil, paid her debts, and saved her sons. God used Elisha to bring hope to a desperate family. A kind woman from Shunem often gave Elisha food and even built him a small room. She had no child. Elisha prayed, and God gave her a son. Years later, the boy suddenly became sick and died. The mother rushed to Elisha. Elisha went to the house, prayed, and lay over the child. The boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. God brought him back to life. A powerful army commander named Naaman had leprosy. A servant girl told him about Elisha. Naaman traveled with horses and gifts, expecting a grand ceremony. But Elisha sent a simple message: "Wash 7 times in the Jordan River." Naaman was offended. The river looked muddy and ordinary, but his servants persuaded him. He dipped once, twice, 7 times. When he came up the 7th time, his skin was clean like a child's. Naaman learned that obedience brings healing. One day, a borrowed axe head fell into the river. The man cried. It was borrowed. Elisha threw a stick into the water. Miraculously, the iron axe head floated. Even small problems mattered to God. Elisha was a faithful servant, a bold believer, a helper of the poor, a prophet of compassion, a man who trusted God in everyday matters. His miracles were not just dramatic, they were personal. He showed that God cares about hunger, debt, sickness, grief, even lost tools. Imagine a farmer in a quiet field. A cloak falls on his shoulders. Years later, rivers part. Oil multiplies, the sick are healed, the dead rise. Elisha's life teaches us, say yes when God calls. Ask boldly, trust fully, serve faithfully. Sometimes the greatest miracles begin with one simple decision: follow. Thanks for watching.